Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Hey man, album review. Devil You Know, They Bleed Red. No fucking shit, man. It's their second album. Howard Jones, Francesco Altrasado, John Sankey, Ryan Wambacher. They all got together and they're like, let's start a band, let's play music, and here we are with their second album on Nuclear Blast Records. Their first album, The Beauty of Destruction, came out last year, and I thought it was great. I was like, yeah, Howard Jones is back making fucking music. At that point he hadn't put anything out since 2009 with his last album with Killswitch Engage, and he had a good band around him. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. And it really was, and I think it really impressed me. And songs like Embracing the Torture and 7 Years Alone and My Own and Shut It Down, it's like, yeah, that album was fucking great, man. But then I heard they announced their new album, and I was like, what the hell? That's a pretty quick turnaround. So yeah, here we are. It starts off with the track Consumed the Dam. Yeah. Then it gets into The Way We Die. And The Way We Die is a very, very good fucking song, man. I love Howard Jones' vocals throughout that song, especially how they punch you in the face in the beginning. And the chorus is just extremely well written. But I think the best part of that chorus is the guitar work. Those palm mutes during that chorus, dude, just, the rhythm there just really fucking gets to me every time. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. And then another really cool part is the solo. I mean, Francesco Altrasado, he can shred, man. He's slightly too shreddy, in my opinion, ever so slightly. But I think his solos work really well most of the time. I really dug this solo, mostly because of the whole change in the middle. The tempo change. And it just completely changed the whole atmosphere of that whole solo. I was like, yeah, this is fucking cool, man. You guys should do more of this. And I thought that was really cool. It was very experimental for them. And I was like, yeah. So the first song I fucking don't like at all. And the second song, I'm like, this is awesome. So which way is this album going to go? Luckily, it went more towards the latter. This album is pretty solid. I just don't think it doesn't strike me as being as good as their debut. I think mostly because it didn't have the whole thing around it surrounding Howard Jones coming back. New music, new band. And this is just a solid album. It's a slight sophomore slump in my opinion. Songs like Your Last Breath Shattered Silence, Searching for the Sun are really good. They showcase what Devil You Know is really good at, and that's just writing really upbeat, energetic metalcore, very solid riffs, very shreddy solos, and very catchy vocals throughout the whole thing. In lots of melody. That's awesome. I mean, I'm a sucker for when there's good metalcore, and I mean, this is it. But it just feels a little bit too much of the same. I wish there was a little bit more experimental stuff on here, a little bit, just stepping outside of their boundaries just a little bit, kind of like in The Way We Die. I was like, yeah, that's cool, but it kind of just sticks to the path. Another song that really stood out to me is Let the Pain Take Hold, which is a slower song, and I was really digging that song. It really showcased Howard Jones's vocals, in my opinion. It showcased that they can do more, and that's awesome. And that's kind of what it comes down to on this album. This album just kind of does enough to get by in a good way, You know, it's a like a student that's good enough and just studies just a little bit enough to get like a B on their test, you know, but they don't really put in a lot of effort and a lot of extra time and kind of step outside of what they do to get that A plus. That's what I want Devil You Know to do. And you know, I mean, it's cool. We have two pretty cool albums from them, but going forward, I just want them to step out because they completely have the talent to do so. I mean, Francesco, he can write some banging ass riffs, and we all know he can shred and do awesome solos. That's cool. Howard Jones, we all know he can sing, and he's got one of the best voices in metal. In terms of clean vocals, I always thought his screen vocals were really good because of how audible and clear they were, and just, you know, overall just kind of ferocious they are, and I really dig them. And then, I mean, John Sankey on drums is a fucking beast from Divine Heresy, Fear Factor, Evolved. I mean, you know, there's the talents there. But I just feel this album just plays it safe a little bit, in my opinion. Eye of the Tiger from Survivor, they covered that, which is an interesting cover. I mean, it's Eye of the Tiger. That song only is so cool. Because, you know, it's kind of really repetitive and there's not much you can do with it. But they did some cool stuff with it. Really changed up the riffs. I was digging. I mean, other than that, like I said, there's not too much to say about this album, just because it plays safe and it has some good songs. Like, you know, Stay of Execution is a really heavy song, one of the heavier ones on the album. And like I said, Let the Pain Take Hold's a more slower song, and it's really cool. A couple of songs just really don't do anything for me. But then when it's there, it's good. It just doesn't really go above and beyond, in my opinion, which is what I want them to do in the future. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about Devil You Know. I mean, good production, lots of talent. I'm sure we'll be seeing lots of albums from these guys. Maybe they should take a little bit more time off this time. Let those ideas start spinning. I'm going to give this album an 8 out of 10. It's good. Good, not great. Devil You Know. They bleed red. I bleed blue. See you later.